Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Super Mario Bros. 3. We are continuing the adventure with the third world, the obligatory water world. There's always got to be one of these in platformer games, am I right? Swimming mechanics tend to inspire dread in players everywhere because they make you a lot more slower and clunkier, but Mario 3 does swimming mechanics decently in my opinion, at least better than the original Mario Brothers, that's for sure. Everything in this game is done better than the original Mario Brothers. As long as you are tapping the button constantly, then you will swim fairly quickly, but you gotta watch out for the most annoying enemy ever, the blooper, which is paired with water currents coming out of the pipes. And you definitely do not want to stay above water because every time you enter water, your speed resets. So don't hang around and jump in and out of the water at the surface. That's not good. This stage is not very long. We can pick up a fire flower here, and yes, fire flowers work underwater. Don't question it. Just be thankful that you can fry up some fish while you're here. And also, be thankful that they didn't implement an oxygen meter or something like that. That would be seriously annoying. I sure hope a certain other game series that rivaled Mario for the longest time didn't implement oxygen, and they did, didn't they? Well, let's just keep moving on, shall we? This stage is interesting. In the NES original, I'm fairly certain that you could not see whatever was in the water, so if you landed in the water, that would be very bad for you. They didn't have transparency on the NES, and they also didn't have these nice-looking backgrounds. Oh, gotta be careful. Good thing you can jump on those fish the same way you jump on the Goombas. But you can also hit them with your fire flower. So yes, not a very long stage either, but that was weird. I'm pretty sure the fireball hit the pipe, not the enemy. Weird hit detection. Anyways. Oh, actually, I think you could see in the water. Your sprite was probably in front of the water in the NES original. My bad. Seeing the water at the end of that stage reminded me of this fact. So let's see if I can get the item that I am looking for from this Toad house. The frog suit. Yes, Mario has embraced his inner suitor, I guess. But there are a couple of animal suits in this game. That was very strange. I almost said something bad. Anyways, this stage is infamous for introducing the... What is this enemy called again? The boss base? It doesn't look like a base to me. It's just a giant Cheep, which you can kill with fireballs. I don't know why everyone complains about this thing. Sure, if it touches you, you die instantly because it kind of eats you, and it does respawn like those Lakitus. But still, what's so bad about this thing? You just stay above the water and you're perfectly safe. And there's also a P-switch around here that would turn all those coins into blocks to make it easier to avoid him. Heaven forbid if he could, like, touch you while you were in the pipe. For some reason, I got 2 mushrooms from those cards and then got a star. Weird. So yeah, I have learned that the save file system in this game doesn't really save the cards that you get at the end of every stage, and it also doesn't save your current power-up status. But whatever, that's easy to recover from. It does save your lives, and it does save your fortresses cleared. So let's clear this fortress, shall we? Oh, careful. Not the first time we've seen dry bones. But I remember this fortress being very annoying because it's a maze of sorts. You have to enter the correct door here. So I'm fairly certain I remember which door it is. If you remember which door it is, then you just win. Is it number 4? No, it was door number 5 that we needed. Silly me. Should I get this? You know, I'm going to stick to Fire Mario for a little bit. I mean, the Leaf power-up is the brand new power in this game, but the original Fire Flower is still very useful as well, especially against the Fortress mini-bosses. Every fortress has a Boom Boom as its mini-boss, or its boss, rather. So yes, door number 5. Okay, so not door number 5, that's just a 1-up. Which door is it? Now I'm confused. Okay, can't be door number 6. Is it just door number 3? I'm sensing a pattern here with the number 3. Third Mario game. No, that's not it either. Alright, guys, I'm fairly certain I can figure this out. I thought I remembered which one it was. My nostalgia should have kicked in, like, ages ago. Okay, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, door number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay, number 6. Thank goodness. So you gotta be careful with this Boom Boom in particular, because after you knock it... Oh, never mind. The Fire Flower just nails it. Okay, so I skipped an entire phase where if you're not fast, the Boom Boom can actually spread its wings and fly. That one is winged for no reason whatsoever. Alright, so that out of the way, I think I'll take the minigame. Also, I haven't pointed it out yet. I'm sure everybody knows this already. Please give me a mushroom. No, darn it. Everybody probably knows this already, but 2 songs in Mario 3 were actually recycled for the Zelda franchise. The first is the tune that you will not hear because I'm not using the Warp Whistle. The Warp Whistle tune is the same as it is in the original Legend of Zelda, but also this map screen theme is repurposed for the File Select and Fairy Fountain themes. Very random to use this for that, but it's also probably not exactly the same, but similar enough. Let's deal with these Hammer Brothers, because I do not want to fight them in the water. What's interesting about these guys is that I didn't point this out, but every space on the world map that the Hammer Brothers can go to is actually a different mini-stage of sorts. And if the Hammer Brothers decide to go to this water tile, for example, there's going to be water in the actual battle. And if you're Small Mario, forget it, you're not winning that fight. It's really awful. But there are also tiles on the map that can reveal hidden items. Or wait, actually, I think the item depends on which Hammer Brother you fight. Now, actually, there can be different things in the blocks. So that leaf that I just found before the stage ended, that's not going to be there in every tile. Alright, so moving on, I need to make a choice here. 4 or 5? Well, 5 is in the water, but 4 is normally a cursed number for Japan, so decisions. 4. Let's go. Let's be daring and do 4. I don't know why I don't know why it took so long to make that decision, to be honest. Oh, this stage. I think I remember something. No, okay. Sticking to Fire Flowers. I think this is like a Lakitu stage. Hidden coin block there. Not every hidden coin block is there to troll you like in a Mario ROM hack. Okay, so I think after this section... Oh, isn't there something under here? Now I'm actually searching out for world secrets. Yeah, coins. Coins revealed by the P-switch. Doesn't mean a whole lot. I have like 17 lives. Okay, there's our old pal Lakitu. Get over here. That's how it's done. That's how you deal with him. Pretty sure he respawns, but a brief reprieve is nice. Yeah, he respawns and he just he just did the Mario equivalent of a wriggle kick. That's a Toho term. Should have just rushed through the stage, but I got wriggle kicked in Mario. That'll be worth a story to tell. So yes, these bridges, they change every time you clear a stage. So we'll have to wait to get into that mushroom house. But, oh, wrong button. This is what I saved the hammer for. Where is it? Yes, you can actually smash through this rock and head over to this boat and have a bunch of free items and 1-ups. Nice little secret. You do, in fact, get a hammer in this very world from one of the Hammer Brothers. So it's not like a super secret. You don't have to carry over the hammer from World 2. But if it gets me a couple more power-ups, lots of Fire Flowers. And I may as well play the minigame as well. I love, by the way, that that island is shaped like a Mario mushroom. Really neat detail. Messed it up again. Well, I'll actually bother learning the timing, maybe. Also, fun fact about me, I actually made an Advance Wars map based on World 3, specifically. There we go. Might be a weird stage to base an Advance Wars map off of, but it was actually kind of interesting. I think it was in one of my ROM hacks. Andy's Adventure, maybe? Yeah, that sounds about right. What's in the box? Another mushroom. I need another frog suit. Come on. It's nice to have a spare one of those, even if you're not in a water level. Alright, so the castle is actually over here, and this little island here is interesting. It's actually based on the country of Japan, and the castle is right around where Nintendo's headquarters would be on the map. Of course, it's not to scale or anything, but it's, you know, a fun fact is a fun fact is a fun fact. Let's keep going. Stage 6. Oh boy, an auto-scroller. We haven't had one of those yet, besides the airships. Careful with those spinning platforms. They are the worst. Fall down here. I shouldn't have done that, but I was afraid that I would mess up one of my jumps if I were constantly bouncing on that thing. Pretty sure there's like a 1-up or something in one of those boxes, but not interested in going for it myself. That was the most embarrassing thing that could have happened. Well, I'm lucky this game gives me so much leeway. Oh, what's this? Just ignoring the 1-up mushroom, I know. Okay, that wasn't worth a whole lot of coins. Oh boy, I get nervous on this jump. But I made it. That was a bit risky. You know, I was contemplating using an item to skip that stage because I do in fact have an item that lets you skip stages. But we have another crack at the cards. I wonder if the cards are saved, or if it just resets. We'll find out shortly. Good, another frog suit. Needed one. For reasons. It's great in the rain. Apparently. Ah, so the cards do reset. That's fine by me. Really? Is it going to be the same layout? It's going to be the same layout, isn't it? Okay, where was the flower? The flower was here? Okay, maybe not the same layout. Well, I got absolutely nothing out of that. My tried and true strategy of picking the cards on the far right isn't working out, it seems. Right, I think if the bridge is down, you can actually, like, skip the fortress. But I'll have to play it now, I suppose. I can't believe I just got hit by that. That was so bad. So these enemies haven't really... Oh, there's their attack. Okay, you know what? This is fine. It means I can skip the fortress now. And try level 8. I'll actually use one of my items before going in the stage. Oh, that might have been a mistake. It's another level with the fish. And you actually do sing into the water, my goodness. My goodness! Ooh! Okay, I'll keep the Koopa shell with me. Oh! I regret nothing. Okay, let's go the other way. I'm gonna keep alternating stages until I get one of them. Right, is there something here? No. Sometimes those blocks can be pushed. So just try to fly through the stage. The same enemy got me. Alright. I know what to do. Let's see the fish handle this. Come and get me. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I don't think the fish respawns in this level. Never mind. Of all the places to put a 1-up, I need a power-up to survive the actual stage. Just carefully wait until the stage decides to rise out of the water. Oh, I should not have gone here. Get in there. Okay, the stage was not that long after all, and now I feel even more embarrassed that I actually lost that many times. I feel like there should be a bonus for getting one of each. But no matter. Now that that stage has been cleared, let's move on. Okay, what's in this level? Whoa! Almost lost another life again. There's some bullet bills. Oh, and this weird enemy that likes to hinder your jumping ability. And some bombs and a white block. I haven't shown what those do. But I'm not interested in getting another warp whistle, you know? There's a mushroom that I could use that. Also, we have bombs, which are oddly blue-colored in this game. They're usually black in most Mario games. Please let me past here. Magic bricks, I think they call these. Oh, so that's how we're gonna play it. Now we have some swimming to deal with. Well, I'm pretty sure you just get into that pipe on the right. As long as the fish don't get in my way. Look at my score. I've got 99999. That's gonna change very shortly, especially if I get hit again. Okay, hopefully I can save my reputation as a pro Mario player that doesn't really exist, because pro Mario player, I'm not nowhere near that kind of skill. Alright, so here's the castle. And that's a Super Mario World enemy. So they're putting in some calls forward. Or actually, this is the version of Mario All-Stars that has Super Mario World included. There was a version that did not originally. So it's possible that that was changed between versions. I know in Super Mario World, Luigi has a different sprite in this game's version. So basic airship logic says there should be a block with a power-up in it. Oh. I feel like I should not have survived that. So once again, we have the cannons that are aimed inside the ship. Seems like this should damage the ship. And here we have the screw platform. You have to keep jumping in order to move it forward, otherwise you are screwed. Funny that those would show up in Smithy's factory in Super Mario RPG. Because they're here on Bowser's airships. Right, so I don't have a fire flower, but this should be okay. Ah yes, the sole female member of the Koopalings. She fights by firing magic candy rings, apparently. Yeah, see you in Super Mario World when you're actually a decent fight. Sort of. Maybe. Her castle was way tougher than she was. Another day, another kingdom saved. Wow, this guy looks exactly like Mario. Is there a family resemblance? Maybe it's just their spriting style, I don't know. A music box? That's so useless. I'm sorry, Princess. I appreciate that you're trying to help, but a music box is just not good. Okay, World 4. They say that World 4's music appears in Mario Party. There are actually a couple of songs in this game that appear in the original Mario Party. I don't think World 4 is one of them. I think they're hearing things. Like, it's one section of the song, I think, that they are hearing. Also, this little island that we're on, it looks like a giant turtle. Those little two water ponds are the eyes. And also, there is a red mushroom house right next to me that I can access with the other hammer that I got. You have to save a hammer for this specifically. I really don't know if there's anything special about red mushroom houses as opposed to the yellow ones. Okay, now I know that there's something special about this red mushroom house. It gets you a shot at the other animal costume, the Tanuki suit. Or is it the Bake Tanuki suit? Like, I think some people would be very specific about the terminology. But hey, we have a giant world now. This is very interesting. I think it's been said in interviews that the Mario franchise is heavily inspired by Alice in Wonderland, so this would be the moment where the mushrooms finally do their jobs of shrinking Mario, and now all of the enemies are bigger than he is. That doesn't make them any tougher, really, but it's a very neat detail, and it adds some very nice variety to the Mario series. You won't find a giant world in basically any other Mario game, I think. Oh, there's Tiny Huge Island from Super Mario 64, of course. But for some reason, the piranha plants that shoot fire at you, they're not any bigger. Go figure. Also, this section is normal-sized. And we can also find some giant Hammer Brothers, assuming they move towards me, but they are not. So let's keep going. And another world with, or another stage, rather, with water that rises and falls. Thankfully, there's no fish trying to eat you. Oh, I suppose the big blocks are a little bit different. You have to actually hit them with something. You can't just use Raccoon Mario's tail. It's just another leaf, so there was no point to that. Oh, I tried to hit him with my tail. It did not work. Now I wish I had that leaf. I'll take a star. Also, I love the detail that whenever Mario jumps, well, assuming it's not a running jump, but when he jumps when he has a star, it's this forward flip that is really awesome. Pretty sure they still do that, and I did not get a star for some reason. One more stage and I should have another crack at the card minigame. Let's see what's in the house. A leaf, I'll take it. Very good to have a stock of those handy. Oh, I think you see the giant Hammer Brother in this stage, or as they are called, the Sledge Brothers. If you are on the ground, when they stomp on the ground, then you cannot move for a couple of seconds, and that actually did hurt me. For some reason, it affects me when I'm on the cloud up here. Go figure. So you can just jump over him. That's probably the safest option. Get underground and avoid the Buzzy Beetles. I just know all the Mario enemy names. Again, the Beetles were black in other Mario games, but they're blue here. That's weird. Maybe they thought blue would be a brighter color against this backdrop. Let's see here. Jump and... I don't know why I'm carrying this beetle shell around. There's a one up there. Yeah, it's crazy to think that the one-ups aren't as valuable in the long run as your regular power-ups because you get so many one-ups just by collecting coins. And with a save file system, you don't really need to worry about running out and going back to the beginning of the game. But in the NES original, even if you game over, you just go back to the beginning of the world and any fortresses remain cleared. Okay. So I saw a star here and here. Another star. You've got to be kidding me. Here? No. Alright, pick and pray. There's a mushroom there. 10 coins. Please tell me it's here. Oh, lucky. I'm really getting into it this time. Uh-oh. When in doubt, don't choose something adjacent to another flower. Okay. That wasn't the way to do it. Alright. The first fortress in Giant Land. And this place is nice. It has thwomps that actually go from side to side instead of up and down, but they're easy to avoid. Those little fireballs are going to make things very difficult if you don't play this right, however. But like the boos, if you are looking at them... Oh, and you also have to squeeze into this gap. Not by getting hit, mind you, but by ducking as you are moving. Because your momentum should allow you to squeeze through. Just take it slow and steady if you need to. Going fast might seem safe, but it often isn't. Right, I don't have fire flowers to deal with this guy. So just do it the normal way. You know, it's unfortunate there's a couple different varieties of Boom Boom AI patterns, and you just don't see them because either you just burn them up with fire flowers, or you just jump on them 3 times. And you clear it very easily. Alright, a Sledge Brother fight. Just get them while they're in the air, and that's the easiest way to do it. This is the item that lets you skip a stage if you so desire. I'm not using them yet, though. I'm saving them for the world with the stages you definitely would want to skip, which will be coming up next video. Hey, I got it again! How nice, I'm just rapid-firing the button. But there are more mushrooms in that slot machine than the other symbols. So we have a water level crossed with Lakitu. How fabulous. Let's just try and move through it as swiftly as possible, shall we? Because as long as you keep moving, Lakitus aren't really that big of an issue. And when the enemies fall into the water, they don't even have much of a chance of hitting you unless you are me. But yes, just go as quickly as possible and you will make it. 2 stars. We'll see if I don't mess up and fail to get a 3rd. And we have another mushroom house. I might just run out of inventory space. There is a limit of 28 items. Though I could use some of them. Actually, you know what? The stars that you get are most useful on these Sledge Brother fights. If you're not confident in your ability to beat them, just ram into them and you're good. And I got a star back anyways. So, basically, that costed absolutely nothing. Let's do it again, in fact. This feels so much like cheating. Oh, that's definitely worth it. I'm going to save that power up for when I absolutely need it. Alright, which stage, which stage? We have a choice to make. Either a red mushroom house or a slot machine as the prize, depending on what you clear. I know which one I'm going for. I have plenty of fire flowers. I'll use one. I think this is actually... Ah, yes, this is a fun stage. It is actually the predecessor to Tiny Huge Island, if you can believe it. Because you can switch the size of the enemies by going through the doors. I don't really know what much of a difference it makes. Or what difference it makes. There's a star there, I guess. Oh, look, a 1-up. Hidden block with a 1-up. Okay, that was, you know, I'm actually... Can I please talk without getting hit? Thank you, it's the end of the stage. Whatever, I don't deserve a star after that. I think that if you, go in the door, it actually resets all of the power-up blocks. So you could, in theory, farm power-ups. I don't know why you would. Right, so if there's something special in those chests, I have no idea. But it is a red mushroom house. So I think that denotes a house with a potential very special item inside. I completely forget what this fortress is like. I know one thing's for sure, though. It's got lava, and it's got donut blocks. Donut lifts, that's what they're called. So far, you need to make a very big jump. You need some momentum for that one, of course. I just barely made it. Oh, I think if you hit that, then things get a bit troublesome. Because now I can't actually... Yeah, I have to get a boost from an enemy. Oh, secret door. Oh. Wow, that changed very fast. This is actually something you'd see out of World 7. There's pipes you gotta go in. And that looks like I picked the right one. So yes, pipe mazes are going to be a thing much, much later in the game. And also we have this platform, which changes direction every time you jump on it. There was a similar platform in Mega Man X2. I call copyright infringement. Although this one never moves downwards, which is actually nice and convenient. Makes maneuvering through that area a lot simpler. Oh, and if I had the... Oh, actually, I was about to say if I had the leaf, I could see what was in the top of this room, but it looks like the hidden blocks are going to solve that for me. I think? Oh, okay. I briefly saw that block, but it's actually off camera. Oh, hello. Again, if I had a leaf, there's something more up there. But it looks like I'm just not getting it. Because I picked the wrong power-up. Should have gone with my favorite power-up in all of Mario. Okay. Just get rid of him. It's amazing that he goes down so quickly with fire. Wish I knew that as a kid. Because this arena is actually a little bit more tricky for fighting a Boom Boom. Alright, airship level time. Hey, it's Donkey Kong Jr. He never shows up in, like, any games after like, Super Mario Kart. The Donkey Kong in Super Mario Kart is actually DK Jr. But then DK Jr. never shows up ever again. Does he? Like, outside of WarioWare, obviously. So is DK Jr. actually just one of the kings of the Mushroom Kingdom, and by fixing him in this game, like, no, that can't be right, because this was before Super Mario Kart. I don't know. I just think it's weird that Bowser would transform somebody into literally DK Jr. Maybe he's a fan. I am too, honestly. The one time Mario was the villain. The one time he went ape. I'm just using these stupid jokes to fill dead air. I mean, it is a little tense having to dodge the flamethrowers, but they only affect one tiny little column. I will keep the fire flower, thanks. I'm choosing the fire flowers so much, even though I love the leaf power-up. I was ecstatic when 3D Land was announced for the 3DS. They were bringing back the raccoon tails and everything in spades because the enemies even had them too. Which honestly, you know, it's unfortunate at the end of the day 3D Land was maybe not the best game in the world. I think Ow. I got punished for criticizing a Mario game. But seriously, the Wii U title they had was a lot better in my opinion. Because cat power-up. Though if I had to choose between a cat and a raccoon, I think I would take the raccoon. Wow, that was a tiny little gap that I had to slip through. I might just lose a life to the Koopaling. Oh wow, look at the glasses on this guy. Wow, he got me. Alright, so now you're going to see what happens if you fail at the airship level. The airship actually flies away, which doesn't really matter a whole lot. You've probably cleared all of the stages. The idea is that it's going to hide behind uncleared stages, but there's really no place it could hide in this particular world, right? Regular mushroom. Alright, I've got one hit against the Koopaling this time. There's 1, 2. So he jumps around a lot, but he didn't shoot anything. What good is that wand if you're not going to shoot from it? I get the feeling I should not have said that, but, hey, we saved the 4th world. That's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Bros. 3. Next time, we enter some fairly annoying worlds, but there's going to be some great stages coming up, in my opinion, so that'll be fun to look at. We'll just be getting our letter from the princess now. Any second now. I'm pushing the button. Okay, that's a good item. So far, you are 2 for 4 in terms of good items, princess. Thank you. See you next time, everyone. Oh, thanks for telling me about the world that I already cleared, though. Later.